Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja, where we explore the fascinating world of English grammar. Today, we will dive into a topic that often confuses many learners: the difference between what and which. These simple words can make a big difference in how you ask questions and express yourself. Whether you're in elementary school or just starting your journey in learning English, understanding these concepts will help you formulate clearer and more effective questions. So, let's get started. In English, what and which play essential roles when we ask questions, but their usages are quite distinct. The primary difference between these two words lies in the range of answers they imply. Let's break it down. What is used for open-ended questions, where many possible answers exist? On the other hand, which is preferred when the options are limited or specific? Consider this example. If I ask, "What is your favorite color?" the range of answers is vast. You could say red, blue, green, or any other color. Since we're not narrowing it down, what fits perfectly here? Now, if I say, "Which dessert would you like?" I'm directing you to choose from a specific list of desserts, maybe from a menu or visible choices in front of you. In this case, which is the correct choice? It's important to note that in informal speech, what and which might sometimes be used interchangeably. However, using which usually implies that options are pre-existing and known to the speaker and listener. Let's look at some examples to clarify this further. First up, what is your favorite book? This is another open-ended question. You could choose any book you love. That's why what is suitable here. Now, how about the question, which book should I read first, the novel or the biography? Here, you're picking from a clear set of two specific books. Therefore, which is the right word to use? Next example, what do you want for dinner? Just imagine all the options: pizza, sushi, salad, and more. Again, we're dealing with a broad selection, so what is appropriate? Now, consider the question, which dish do you prefer, pasta or salad? That's more limited, so which is better suited here? Moving on, what color is your car gives no restrictions on possible colors, therefore, what works? However, if I ask, which color would you like, blue or green? I'm offering just two choices, which is why which fits perfectly. Now, let's switch to time. What time does the meeting start? This is open-ended too, as a meeting could start at various hours or minutes. But, if I ask, which time works better for you, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m.? I'm again providing specific options, making which the right choice. Lastly, let's discuss music. When I ask, what type of music do you enjoy, it's an open question with countless genres available. Conversely, if I say, which band will you see tonight, the Beatles cover band or the Rolling Stones cover band, that's again limited to two specific choices, so which is the way to go? All these examples illustrate the core principles of when to use what and which. What is your go-to for inquiries where many responses are possible, while which is meant for questions that require making a choice from defined options? Now, let's take a moment to explore the origins of these words. The word what comes from the Old English term wait. This word has been used for centuries to ask open-ended questions about a wide array of things. It traces back even further to Proto-Germanic what and the Proto-Indo-European roots quo dash or quid, which were used for inquiry. This rich history reflects its broad application in English. In contrast, which can be traced to the Old English whilk, which means of what sort or which one. It derives from Proto-Germanic whilk and further back to Proto-Indo-European quo dash, combined with a suffix that signifies form. The evolution of which clearly aligns with its modern usage of selecting from known groups. Understanding these roots helps us appreciate why what is typically for broad inquiries, while which focuses on specific selections. So, remember, when you're trying to ask questions, think about your options. Are there many possibilities in your mind? Go with what? But if you have a specific choice among a few options, which is your word of choice? The more we practice this, the better our questions will become, and the clearer we can communicate our thoughts. Let's recap what we've learned today about what and which. we discovered that what is best used for open-ended questions, allowing for a wide range of answers, while which comes into play when we're dealing with specific choices from a limited set of options. Through various examples, we saw how these distinctions apply in real-life situations, from asking about our favorite colors to selecting between two dishes. Finally, we explored the fascinating origins of both words, helping us understand their roles in the English language more deeply. By practicing these concepts, you will become more effective communicators in your everyday conversations. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of what versus which. Keep practicing these concepts, and soon enough, using these words will become second nature to you. If you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and lessons that will help you on your English learning journey. Until next time, keep asking questions and expanding your knowledge.